There I am, and I'm reminded of the Kipling story when all about you are losing their heads. Keep calm, my son, or whatever. I try hard to stay as calm as I possibly could during that little traumatic period where I managed to get us so badly screwed up and off the air, and now I am back again. Um, um, Now, as we just had a little alert from our colleague Rosie Hayes at YNUK. She's got some video on Barbie, the movie that has just been unveiled in London. So if you want to take a look at that, go to YNUK, Your News UK, and catch what they have to say about that. In the meantime, I was going to say we really need to pay tribute. And I've got to stop talking to people while I'm trying to prepare for this this early morning stuff. Get it ready first, talk to them afterwards. So I'm going to start to be rude from now on. If people come in and talk to me while I'm concentrating, I have to say, shut up. It's taken us to 8:54. And it's 17 degrees. It's going to reach about 19 to 20 today, and we're going to get some rain. It's not raining at the moment. In fact, it was a very nice morning at 6:30 this morning, because I drove the Red Devil in without any fear of getting drenched, and it's very pleasant. It is interesting as you drive along. Because a lot of pedestrians going for the bus and that sort of thing at that time of the morning, going to their offices, and you when it's sunny shine, you say, "Hello, how are you? Good morning," and they all reply and cheerily. And on a wet morning, it's thank God they recognise me, otherwise they're likely to hit me over the head because I'm being cheery. Right, the news headlines this morning is Rishi Sunak is taking a lot of flack because he's given out licenses for exploration of oil in the North Sea. There's plenty left, he says, for us to garner. And that flies in the face of stated policies leaning towards a carbon-free society. And England won the fifth and final test, coming from a 2-1 deficit to draw the series level. Unfortunately, any draw means that the holders of the Ashes, which happen to be Australia at the moment, retain them. So we don't get the Ashes, but we do actually finish the series with our heads held high, and with a wonderful feeling that we've got a good cricket team at last. Well, they haven't been too bad this last little while. We're so used to having our bottom spanked when it comes to sporting events, that we sort of tend to think in terms of us being losers, and we're not. We've had a fine football team. We've had a fine cricket team. We've had a fine athletics team. It's only recently has rugby let us down. So all in all, we are in pretty good shape as far as sports are concerned. Are we in shape as far as our governance is concerned? That's another question, because we have got two parties that flip-flop all the time. The one is no better than the other. They believe this one day, and then the next day they change their minds. And Sunak has again changed his mind. Instead of going for 100% carbon-free, I think it was 2030, he's now given out licenses to go and bury drills in the North Sea and get lots of oil out, which they say are huge amounts, so that we don't have dependence upon Russia and Saudi Arabia and so on and so forth. But we go back to the surety that we had when we were putting out North Sea oil off Aberdeen. So those are the main headlines. 8:57. Let's just go through a run through. So why not run through some of the things that have happened in the last little while? Mr. Putin is said to be talking about a peace treaty with the Ukrainians after a drone hit Moscow on Sunday night. He's not used to being tanked at home, and now he's perhaps assessing the situation that he finds himself in. What Zelensky is saying is, well, hang on, I'll talk peace to you, but not while you've got one solitary Russian soldier on Ukrainian sovereign territory. The thing is Putin is that once you go down this path and you start to get allies from other countries, is they are not so keen to see you give up because they've committed their policies, and it leaves everybody nervous. The tail wagging the dog, yes, all the way around. Is backbenchers dictate to the government. The shareholders dictate to the CEOs of major companies. Yes, the tail still wags the dog. There's Keir Starmer. He flip-flops as well from policy to policy, and nobody knows where they stand with him. And there is Boris, who is only features on the sidelines at the moment, but he continues to call a spade a shovel, and it really does create political havoc from the sidelines. Rishi Sunak, who is Prime Minister, is courting enough controversy to shake a stick at. And this morning he's revealed that he's letting out 100 licenses for people to go and drill in the North Sea. So if you've got a spare drill in your backyard, now is the time to go and do it. It's 9 o'clock, and we really got to say farewell. Stay tuned, because in half an hour you've got Stuart Dolby along with Energy Matters, and he will fill you in on the latest goings on in the energy sector and what Sunak has been up to. I, on the other hand, will see you at some stage this morning, and till then, toodle pip.
Thank you.